HVAC, heating and air conditioning gauges. These are the older manifold gauges, the blue being the low pressure side, the red being the high pressure side. The question here, and it's good to learn off of these, the digital gauges may give you or give one the calculate the formulas for the particular technician or whoever. But it's good to learn, in my opinion, on these, because once you begin to start to comprehend what's going on with the heating and air conditioning system, with the numbers, with superheat, with subcooling, once you start identifying these at this particular point, then one may understand. So if you use the digital gauges and it gives you the numbers, that's great. That works the same. So as long as each individual's calibrated right, the manifold gauges or the digital, it's okay. However, if you understand it, it's better to understand it. But for this little segment here, when we have the gauge in on a piston unit, if we were using an R22, the outer ring gives you your PSIG. So this would be, think of this kind of just out of the box, but just so the outside. But we're using, again, a fictitious situation, we're using an R22. So this would be green. So we go here. What we note here is if we're at 50 PSIG, we're below freezing here. So do keep in mind, if we go, as we increment higher on the PSIG, as noted, 30, 40, 50, on the temperature scale, it seems like the temperature scale, according to these gauges, graduate up with the PSIG. So if we go from 100, we're at 60. If we go to a $1.50, we're just above 80. If we go to 200, we're just above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm assuming this may be saturation temperature here. But so the optimum temperature may be, for the A coil, may be somewhere between 40 and 55, perhaps. I'm not certain on that. But do keep in mind, the higher we go up on the PSIG, on the outer ring, the blue ring, it seems like the temperature. Now, the ambient temperature could also have an effect on that as well. So sometimes the temperatures they have an effect, the outside temperature on the particular scenario. But let's just take a hypothetical here and say we go up to 50. We're below freezing. So we have a low charge. That's what could indicate a low charge. Not there are other factors, airflow and other things. But if we go on up, say between 40 and 55, the A coil would be here. So it looks like we would be at, say, about 70 to 75 PSIG. Reference that across, and then we're somewhere in this range here. So then we take this number here, say if we take 45, and then or just say we take say 45, and then we take that number, and then we go line temperature minus say if the line temperature was 70 degrees, we take 70 minus 45, which is going to be 6. That's going to be 25 degrees superheat, perhaps, somewhere thereabouts. That's a little on the high side. A lot of times the optimum temperature may be around 15 degrees superheat. So if we have say a temperature, if the line is, say, 70 degrees, and the line temperature is 70 degrees and we're at 55, we can say 70 minus 55, that would be 15 degrees superheat. That may be optimum. But to recap here, what we're addressing here, the outside, the PSIG temperature. This is on the low side. We're using this particular refrigerant. If we were using another refrigerant like 410A, we would go here. So we are 22. When we go up here, we note as the pressures increase, it seems like the numbers of the temperature increases as well. So hope this helps, and thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.